The show, we welcome from Jackson College, Director of Workforce Training, Amber Collins, and the President of Trainco Truck Driving School, Mike Mosinski. Amber and Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to see you. And I'm guessing that you're teaming up to get truck driver training at Jackson College.
We sure are. Yes, I'm very excited for this partnership with Trainco and look forward to our first class starting on June 3rd.
Awesome. Well, we just saw you, Amber, at the JAMA annual dinner on Monday night, yucking it up. You were networking and
Oh, geez, that's awful.
doing some, I think, recruiting, networking, and laying the groundwork for your students to get some cool jobs.
Yeah, so I always enjoy that JAMA dinner. It's so well attended, and just the collaboration that Jackson College and JAMA and their companies have. I think it speaks to the workforce development that we're trying to do here in Jackson, right? Trying to meet our companies where we're at and provide more support the way they need. And so seeing Olivia and Kelly and the rest of the gang over there, I just felt like it was a great event, and I was proud to be there.
It was. Looks like really a real healthy manufacturing community right now.
Definitely. And I don't know, I was very excited to see Laura from Technique be awarded the award she received. I think very well achieved, and I was very excited to see that.
Educator of the Year
Yes.
for all the training that she does for her people.
So much, yeah.
Well, the word we hear, and it has been for several years, truck drivers are hard skill to place. We don't have enough.
Correct. There's a truck driver shortage clear across the country. It's been in existence now for probably 7-8 years, it seems like. And there's really no end in sight for the immediate future here. So we really need more truck drivers out there. And truck drivers are needed in all facets. A lot of people think that, man, we just need to get them from coast to coast. And the reality of it is your consumers energy people need to do power work, and they need to get a CDL to get the truck to the job site. So truck drivers are needed in all facets.
It surprises me that there's such a shortage, because it seems like it's a great job. The money sounds good, and you got a lot of freedom in certain jobs. What is it about that makes it so hard?
Well, I mean, there's several factors that go into it. So sometimes a lot of people think of the open road and they want to get into that, and they realize that, man, we're spending a lot of time in this truck, and that's not the lifestyle they chose. So then there's more of these regional or local jobs where you're gone all week, and then a local job where you're home every night. The more time you're home, the more physical the activity. So if you're working for, say, Consumers Energy, and you're not just a truck driver, then you're also an electrician, maybe working on electricity and doing things like that, or you're a utility worker, you're fixing gas lines underground. So you have to be kind of multifaceted then, not just drive the truck. So you need a skill set in maybe 2 areas to have that local job. And the other reason really is there's some regulation that keeps a driver from driving certain many hours, and that kind of limits what we do as well.
Yeah, I've heard employers say, well, drug testing with marijuana being legalized in a lot of states, recreational marijuana users, they don't qualify for driving big trucks.
That is absolutely correct. So the marijuana use is a state issue, and the state's kind of allowing that, but the Federal Department of Transportation still says no, marijuana is a Schedule I drug, and that is off limits. So if you're doing that even recreationally or medically, you're not able to drive a truck.
No, and you definitely shouldn't. You shouldn't be driving anything.
Correct.
Right.
Amber, have you had students say, hey, what about truck driving? We'd like to explore that.
Yeah, we definitely have. So eventually this CDL training course will actually be worked into our curriculum for our pre-apprentice line worker curriculum, as well as our agricultural, hopefully. So I think that it'll be a huge benefit to our Jackson College students as they're going through those programs.
Mike, tell me about Trainco Truck Driving School.
Sure. So Trainco's been around since 1996. It started with my business partner, Mr. Ken Howell, and myself. We were doing CDL testing only at the time, where we administered the CDL exam for the state of Ohio back then. And we were administering the test, and there was a lot of people saying, man, I need some help. I can't seem to pass this exam, so can you help us? So one of us would do some training, help them out, and we'd work with them, and we decided to start a school. The need was there. So he started the school in 1993, and in 1999 I decided to join him full-time, left my regular daytime job, and came with Trainco. So we've been doing it since 1996, full-time, driver training, driver testing. That's all we do.
Did you have a truck driving career before Trainco?
I didn't really have a truck driving career where you drive the truck every day. My dad had a truck and a business that required trucking, so sometimes when I was home on summer break or Christmas break, I would drive the truck for him. But a lot of my driving experience in CDL world and how I got into it was I was a student at the University of Toledo, and the university had a shuttle bus operation, and it was all student driven. And so that was a great paying job, and it was a great gig to drive the bus around campus and pick up people. And that's when the CDL laws changed, and I was the first one in that department that had to go through the entire process.
When I was in college, I drove a big box truck, no training at all. Just they gave me the keys and a map, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
But there's so much more. As you say, regulation. Is it? I think of 18-wheelers. Is that pretty much what we're training people to drive?
Well, we're doing a little bit of both here at with the college. 18-wheelers, the license, that's the main license, that's a Class A tractor trailer. We're training for that, and absolutely we're going to get that. So that's a full-size deal. But we also do a smaller version of that Class A CDL, which would be a pintle hook, which would be like your utility trucks or contractors that have a dump truck and a tractor with a backhoe on the back on a trailer, and they have to take that to the job site. So that's a Class A pintle hook operation. We're doing those. And then we also do a Class B CDL, which is a single unit only, dump truck, garbage truck, cement mixer, that type of CDL.
Can you teach people to back up an 18-wheeler between the alleys that we see a lot of problems with?
We're going to work on that. But we're also going to teach them not to go under that low bridge that you have here in Jackson.
I can't believe it. When you're in one of those big trucks, you're sitting up so high, you think you're going to hit a bridge, but it amazes me that that happens, and it happens a lot.
It does. It happens more than you think.
But you'll teach people.
We're going to watch the signs. So we like them to be well posted.
Amber, is there going to be like actual trucks on the Jackson College campus?
We sure, yeah. So Trainco will have one of their trucks. It'll have Jackson College logos. Actually, I think we're going to do a really cool wrap around the trailer. So you should see that on campus as well as driving around Jackson too.
So what is the pay range? What kinds of opportunities are there for a truck driver?
Well, there's a lot of opportunities because the driver shortage is there. So, you know, an average truck driver is going to be making, starting right out of the gate, probably $60,000, $65,000 a year. And we have drivers that are making into the 90s with a couple of years experience. So a lot of it depends on how much away you want to be from home. The more away from home you are, the more money you're going to make. The more you're home, a little bit less. But you get compensated for being on the road.
And you can, there are unbelievable like cabs where there's sleeper cabs.
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
And the restroom.
But it's a demanding, it's stressful job, I would think. But if you like to travel and you don't have, you know, people to be responsible to at home, what age, like, is there someone that retires from something else?
Absolutely. We welcome you to join the class.
There's again, this is like the third time today someone's mentioned my retirement, which has not been established yet.
Any age between 18 and whenever you decide to hang it up, as long as you meet the qualifications of a good physical fitness, DOT physical, and pass the drug screen, you're able to drive a truck.
And when does the next class, or when does it start? It hasn't started yet, has it?
No, June 3rd will be our first start date. So if you're interested in registering, we do ask that you reach out to Trainco. And
Yep, our number there is 419-837-5730, or you could go to our website, Trainco Inc. That's TRAINCOINC.com.
And how long does it take someone that starts on June 3rd? At what point would they be ready to get a job?
It's a 3-week program.
That's
So
it?
That's it. In 3 weeks, we're going to work them pretty hard. We've got small classes, so we're only taking in 4 at a time. So with 4 students in 3 weeks' time, we're going to teach you some theory, how to back it, and how to drive it.
Wow. That's amazing. So this time next month, you could be behind the wheel in a new job.
Absolutely.
All right, well, great to see you guys. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Did you drive a truck up from Toledo?
I did not.
Okay. Amber, do you think you want to learn to drive a truck?
Well, I do pull a very small horse trailer, and I think I would benefit from this type of
Oh,
training.
you would.
I
Yes. All right, well, exciting new education program for career at Jackson College for truck driving. Thanks to Trainco Truck Driving School President Mike Mosinski and Director of Workforce Training at Jackson College, Amber Collins. Next.